Oh my god, a Crobat! Pikachu! Throw Wild Charge! Yes! Welcome back, guys. Today is a special day because I registered Crobat into my Pokédex, thanks to Pikachu. And guys, I am using Crobat in Premier League. And actually it's really good because it can hit super effective many Pokémons from Venusaur to Charizard and even the infamous Gallade. That's right, guys, it's a really good Pokemon to use and I had so much fun with it and I'm going to showcase it for you today. So, Crobat. So Crobat has what I use, Sludge Bomb and Shadow Ball. And on top of that, Air Slash. And Air Slash is hitting all those bugs and grass pretty good. So I'm pretty excited to use it and I'm pretty excited to showcase it. And then in the back, to back up this little birdie, it's not even a birdie, it's a bat, but to back it up, I am using Machamp and Swampert. And Swampert is actually in lead and Machamp is in the back to clean up. And guys, I'm very excited, let's get started. Alright, so first match right away. Preview season rank 10, let's go. Let's go. I have some special for you. Oh, Lapras, huh? So we're leading with Swampert. And guys, I'm so newbie with Swampert, I barely use my Swampert. So this is like literally my first time, not first time, but the first season using Swampert, honestly. Anyways, so I'm bringing Machamp, I figured we can counter it. We have so much energy on our Swampert, and Machamp actually pretty good against Swampert, even though it loses. But we have so much energy, so we can definitely get off 2 Crush Chops, so we're gonna get a shield, or the Swampert gonna be out of here. So this is actually pretty good for us. So I'm like, alright, we're not doing so shabby, this team. So far, so good. We got a shield, and I think I'm gonna invest the second shield here because I know I can get rid of this Swampert. Alright, perfect, and then now we should be able to farm it down, but he's gonna be able to throw this one up, but I think we survive, right? And this is where I don't know my matchups yet. Yeah, we survive, okay, so perfect, so we can farm it down, and we have energy, so whatever comes in, we can throw a Rock Slide or a Crush Shot, but I'm gonna throw a Rock Slide because I have a feeling Lapras is coming back in. Yeah, and that's gonna be super effective as well. So let's see how much it hurts. Oh, it hurts, Lapras. So, a Honchkrow, look at that spicy pick. So now we have loaded energy on our Swampy, so we're gonna throw back-to-back Hydro Canyons to get rid of that Honchkrow. And that Honchkrow is useless without a shield, so it's perfect because there goes one, there goes the second, and this second should lower it so much that we can just bring in our Crobat and farm it down. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, we were not able to do that, but actually it's kind of good because now we are tanking it with our Swampy. So now we are staying in, we are swapping out and farm it down. And then now he has a Swampert, so we definitely got, oh sorry, a Lapras, I almost forgot. So, and all we need to do is just get to that Sludge Bump, and we could have even farmed it down. Actually no, because it has Ice, and Ice is super effective against our bat, so we did have to throw that. Alright, first game done. And the win with this new team, very exciting. Alright. And another rank 10, let's go, let's go, let's go with this team. Let's go, Swampy right into Escavalier. So I don't know my matchups, so I figured this is not so great for me. So I swapped out, but then I just realized that I wanted to swap out, but I just realized I could just throw an Earthquake and then get this thing out of here. Or I can throw 2 Hydro Canyons and get a shield or get this thing out of here. So I'm throwing the Earthquake in hopes that they think we are just baiting. And it didn't work out, but it would have been amazing if it works out. And now he swaps it into his own Swampert. So I'm going to throw Hydro Cannon since we have energy advantage. And I feel like this is still good for us because I don't really have an answer to that Swampert besides my Machamp. But Machamp would be behind of energy, so I have to just stay in here with my Swampert and get rid of this Swampert. So that's the plan here. Or if he uses his shield, then that's fine, then we're going to be shieldless for the rest of the match. So let's see what he's going to do. Alright, shieldless. So now I'm going to farm and swap. And I brought in Crobat, because I figured if it has Sludge Bomb or Earthquake, it's not going to hurt us. So I'm just going to stay in, but the Hydro Canyon hurts a decent amount, but it's pretty tanky. So now, and I didn't realize, man, that it had so... I was like, there's no way he's another Hydro Canyon, but it was. So now I'm just going to farm it down, and I collect on the Sludge Bomb, guys. Don't do that. A Shadow Ball would have been way better, because it's unfortunately Steel typing is going to resist the Sludge Bomb. And the Shadow Ball would have been awesome damage to that Escavalier. So we messed that one up big time, and then now we have to tank also an attack with our Machamp. And Aerial Ace is actually hurting a lot, so that's what has Aerial Ace, right? So we can just farm it down, no problem. We have lots of energy, so I'm gonna just throw basically the Rock Slide. And that should, and it's an Ampharos, so I wish I would have thrown a double cross chaps, but now we're gonna have to swap out and get to an Earthquake to get this thing out of here. So we are throwing the Earthquake right away, and that should take care of that, what do you call it, Ampharos right away, perfect. And all he has left is a Swampy, and we should be able to beat it to that Hydro Canyon because we managed their energy a little bit better. So 2-0 guys with this team against previous season ranked 10 players. They are amazing players, and this is just a new spicy team, I'm thinking. And I'm hoping, at least, and I hope you guys test it out and it works for you as well. Now, this is my actual first set, and you guys know me. I always love to share the first ever set when I create a new team, because then you learn my mistakes. So now I'm like, all right, we are right on a perfect lead. So now they swap out, they bring in Clefable. So I'm like, all right, so I guess we can just bring in our Crobat because we resist the charm. And we have Sludge Bomb to hit super effective. So all we're gonna do is farm a bunch of energy. If it doesn't shield, that Clefable is out of here. Oh, there goes a shield. All right, well, we can get to another one, no problem. We're gonna shield as well, match the shield. Because if it has like the ice, like Ice Beam or whatever, oh, Psychic, that's also super effective. So good thing we shielded it. And now we no problem, we get to another Sludge Bomb. Let's see if he double shields his Charmer. Because if it does double shields, oh, he does. All right, well, we're still able to farm it pretty good, and we are almost able to get to a second Sludge Bomb, but we are not going to make it, so I'm not going to shield. I'm just going to let it go at this point and just come back in our Swampert, farm a little extra energy, and then throw that Hydro Canyon right into its face. And that gives us enough energy for the Charizard when that comes back in, or whatever he brings in. And he brings in Venusaur, so we swap out instantly. And this is totally fine because we can just throw a Rock Slide. Yep, and he won, he realized we won. So now 3-0 with this new team, guys. Who is excited? Who is excited? Let me know in the comments, are you going to try this team, or do you have a Crobat? What do you think about Crobat? And what's the team that has been working for you? If you liked heavy damage, I have a treat for you. If you've seen my stream yesterday, or actually today, you might know what I'm talking about, because I have a new team that I really like. It's a combination of the heavy damage and also Yunkus, because Yunkus used Berserker with Giratina, the origin forms. So I'm like, if you replace Gengar with Giratina origin forms, that might work out for heavy damage, and if you replace the lead to Giratina. So anyways, so guys, check that out. I'm gonna feature the team later, but let's get back here. So again, we are at the Charmer, and I thought he would have Ancient Power, which would be super effective because it's rock, so that's why I shielded that, but I didn't need to shield that, unfortunately. Too late now. We did use a shield. Like I said, it's the first time using this. We have lots of energy, so that's a good thing. And then we should be able to get to a Shadow Ball, and oh boy, we are shielding because that Hydro Canyon would have taken us out, and we throw a Shadow Ball. Let's see how much damage the Shadow Ball is going to do to that tanky Empoleon. Honestly, it is pretty tanky, and it's still lots of damage. This is perfect, so alright, I'm gonna stay in and farm this thing down. And it worked out perfect, we go out at the same time. I bring in Swampert, and this is awesome. If I land this, he does still have a shield. So I'm like, alright, I'm not gonna bait because I figured, but this is where I don't play Swampert and I messed it up. I should have thrown Hydro Canyons, guys. If I would have thrown 2 Hydro Canyons, we would have won this. This would have generated the energy faster and we would have get there, but that Mega Horn takes us out, unfortunately. But actually, let me know in the comments, do you guys think I would have won if I throw 2 Hydro Canyons? I think, because the second, it was low enough, right? So it might have been enough? I'm gonna have to look it up, but let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, if you think that I would have won with double Hydro Canyons versus an Earthquake, almost, yeah, I would have, because I would have got to 3 Hydro Canyons, because I had a full Earthquake, which is double Hydro Canyons already, basically, and then also almost had another one. So yeah, I would have got to 3 Hydro Canyons, I think. Anyways, so now this, I also don't know about this lead, so I'm like, alright, let's just throw Hydro Canyon, but I figured Dragon would resist it and flying at the same time, so I'm like, alright, well, it still does pretty good chunk, but I'm like, man, I just wasted it. I should have just swapped into Crobat right away and come in with it, because we can tank a Dragon Claw, even 2 Dragon Claws with Crobat, even 3 Dragon Claws, yeah, but the Dragon Breath is actually adding up, so not 3, just 2. Alright, we're gonna shield the second one. And then we're gonna farm this thing down all the way, and man, I'm like, we're gonna shield now because we have so much energy. I don't want this Crobat to go to waste, but I think I made a mistake here. We have basically double Sludge Bomb or double Shadow Ball. At least we're pretty close to it. So, alright, so we are throwing the Shadow Ball, hoping that he's not shielding and this Gengar is out of here. Alright, he's shielding, so we should be able to get the second. No, we are not. Man, that would have changed the game entirely if you're able to get to that Shadow Ball. I mean, sorry, that Hydro... Yeah, Shadow Ball. 2 Shadow Balls. We're so close to it. So close. So close. It would have changed the game entirely, guys. Like, for sure. We would have won the match right away. Because then it would take it out. And now, unfortunately, we have Machamp. So I should have actually brought in Machamp right away. That's what I'm thinking. And also, I don't know why I threw a Crush Chop right now when I should have thrown the Rock Slide. So second mistake that I'm making, because I got to a Rock Slide. And why did I do that? For some reason I thought it still has a shield or something. I just cannot believe I did that. If I would have thrown a Rock Slide, this Gengar would be out of here. And then we have lots of, some energy, not lots, but yeah, lots of energy actually on our Swampert. And we would be able to... Now this attack would be on the lost Pokemon, which is... an Obstagoon. Yeah, guys, we wouldn't be able to win. And especially with... oh man, that was a huge mistake with the Machamp as well. So we should have won that match as well. So that was my mistake. So we could have been easily done a 5-0 here, guys, if Learner's Curve or Learner's Mistake, as you saw. This was my very first time ever using this team. So obviously I made mistakes, but I still went positive. But it should have been a 5-0, and I'm hoping to get more 5-0s. And actually my next set was a 4-1. And then I haven't done more yet, but on the stream I'm doing more, so let's hope we're gonna get some 5-0s, and I will see you guys tomorrow.